Hi guys, welcome to class. Today we are going to learn about using a portable grinder. A couple things before we get started. First of all, I've bored into you, remember your PPE. You can see I've got my safety glasses on, I've got my hair pulled back, I'm wearing no jewelry. I do have hearing protection in, I've got gloves, I've got long pants, and I've got closed toe, closed heel shoes. That's always the first thing that we worry about when we go into the shop. Remember, you will not go into the shop if you're not fully ready to go into the shop. Dressed, wearing your PPE, all that good stuff. So, about the grinder. There's a few things, a few checks we need to do before we can get going. This is the disc. You can see it's in pretty dang good shape. There's no serious cracks or really bad scuffs or anything. It's definitely an older disc, but it'll still work for what we're doing today. And then the body of the grinder, you can see it's also free from any cracks. It's a little bit dirty and beat up, but a lot of tools, you see, will be. The electrical cord also is in good shape. No wire sticking out. It ought to run just right for us. So, when you're grinding, first of all, always remember to be aware of your sparks. As soon as you touch the disc to the metal, sparks are going to fly everywhere. Try to avoid letting them touch your electrical cord just for safety's sake. And of course, any flammable materials in the shop should definitely be removed before you start grinding. When you grind, you want to put the disc up as flush to the metal as you can. You can see I'm pretty much at a 90-degree angle to it, and that will also help you with your sparks, not flying everywhere and going crazy. So even if you're going up, you want to get it as flush as you can. Okay, let's try it. Gotta get the other piece of hearing protection in. Okay. Keep one hand right there on the handle and then the other hand down here by the trigger at all times. Always unplug the grinder once you're done using it and make sure your disc has stopped spinning before you set it down. So if you want to zoom in on here, you can see how quickly that cleaned up that edge. There's still a lot of work we could do on it, but for today's video, I think that pretty well illustrates our point. Looks pretty good. Notice how when I was grinding, I did not force the grinder onto the piece of metal. If you do that, that's going to break your disc and it's going to go flying and it's not going to be pretty. So make sure you're just kind of gentle and you're not trying to force it in at all. I think that's everything. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, quick review. I've taken my gloves and my hearing protection out since we're pretty well done with all the dangerous stuff, but I did keep my safety glasses on and my hair pulled up. It's always so important. So remember, before you start grinding, inspect the disc, the body of the grinder, and the electrical cord for any damage. If you're using the schools grinder and you find something off, even if it's a little thing, do not use the grinder. Come grab me or one of the other instructors and ask us what's going on. We want you to be safe. That's our #1 priority. Make sure you're wearing PPE. We've gone over that with you 1,000 times. Hair, glasses, hearing protection, gloves, and the right attire on your bottom half. Do not use too much pressure when you're grinding. Do not force the grinder into the metal, and beware of where your sparks are going. If your grinder starts to make any scary noises or vibrate in a way that you're uncomfortable with, stop it. Stop grinding, unplug it, let the disc come to a stop, set it down, and come grab one of us. Thanks, guys.